Hello everybody, family dynamics. Today under this we are going to deal with the topic family concept, origin, evolution of the family. The objective of this lesson is to understand the basic concepts related to family and also to familiarize with some of the origin, evolution of the family and family system. Family dynamics. Family dynamics are the patterns of relating or interactions between the family members. Each family system and its dynamics are unique, although there are some common patterns. Family dynamics are the interactions between the family members as well as the varying relationships that can exist within a family. Every family has its own dynamics, which manifests in its own way. Uncovering these relationships can help us for the better understanding of the family, of our family as well as any other family, including how the family functions also. So, family dynamics is the way in which the members of a family interact with each other in relation to their individual goals and preferences. Although family is a unit, people are individuals. In order for a family unit to be cohesive, all the members must find some sort of balance between the personal interest and the best interest of the unit as a family. This is where the family dynamics come into play. Let us see what is the core theory of family dynamics. Family dynamics are one part of the large system defined by the individual members' relationship with each other. Families exist as their own structure made of people who share bonds and a sense of history and endeavor to meet each other's needs. These core qualities set the stage for family dynamics, and without a structure these dynamics cannot play. Dynamics are affected by many factors, including the number of children or a family's culture. For example, a family with many children may have rules pertaining to which the child does certain course. Family, its meaning and definition. Family is the vital of all the primary group of all forms of human groups. The word family has been derived from a Roman term which means famulus. It means servant. According to Macquer, family is a group defined by sexual relationship sufficiently precise and enduring to provide for the procreation and upbringing of the children. Parker and Anderson define family as a socially organized unit of people related to each other by kinship, marital and legal ties. American Bureau of the Census defined family as a group of two or more persons related by blood, by marriage or adoptions and residing together. Such persons are considered as members of one family. Family, being a primary social group, came into existence in order to satisfy the need for protection and also the economic desires. It is not of a sudden origin, but evolved from time and passed through certain stages. Mating relationships, the forms of marriage, the system of nomenclature, common habitation, economic provisions to satisfy their needs, the emotional basis, universality, limited in size, influential group and as an instrument of social regulation are all considered as the silent features of a family. So, family may be defined as a basic, fundamental and the smallest social grouping, the members of which are united by the bonds of kinship. It is the simplest form. The primary or elementary family consists of two matured adults of opposite sex who live together in a union, that is through marriage and recognized by the society along with their children. The families may or may not be biologically related, and families in this context refers to all persons that live within the household as well as biological family members who may live outside the household. There are multitude of factors which are related to family dynamics, including the structure of the family itself and the income level of the family, that attitude towards education and spirituality that permeates the family, the number of siblings and their interactions with each other, and so on. So, this is all about what is family dynamics and what are all the definitions that can be used to describe the word family. So, after having understood the family dynamics and the definition or the concept of family, let us move on to see the exact definition of the family. As we have seen, the definition of the family often varies depending who is defining it. The government has a specific legal definition to define family, and it is used for the purpose of income taxes or insurances. And within the confines of our own home with our family members, however, we might choose to define family in different ways that fits our loved ones. So, a family can also be defined as consisting of people who consider themselves related by blood, by marriage or by adoption. And it can be a household, in contrast, consisting of people who occupy the same housing unit. It can be a house, a apartment or any other living quarters. And family is an intimate group of two or more people who live together in a committed relationship and care for one another and also care for the children, and they share the activities and some close emotional ties. So, family may be broadly defined as a unit of two or more persons united by marriage, blood, adoption or consensual union, in general consulting a single household, interacting and communicating with each other. Some people may disagree with this definition because it does not explicitly include marriage or procreation or child rearing, but it is more inclusive than the traditional views of a wide variety of family forms. Right from the ancient times, family, caste, community have been dominating the entire texture of the Indian society. Family has been the dominating institutions both in the life of an individual and also in the life of a community. Depending on the different terms, we can classify family as a nuclear family and extended family. Nuclear family means where husband, wife and children live together, and in extended family it includes people like the grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, in addition to the nuclear unit. Nuclear family, the standard definition of a nuclear family includes a married father, mother and kids. The kids can be either biological or adopted. A nuclear family could also include a household with one parent and children after the death or divorce, or if the parent chooses a single parenthood. With industrialization and opportunities for geographic mobility, families tend to fragment. Adult children eventually move away from their parents to start their own nuclear families with the next generation of the children. This is about the nuclear families. Then the blended families. A blended family often has factors that make it different from a nuclear family. This type of family structure could occur after the parents divorce. The children from the marriage will continue to need the family structure, but the relationship between the family members can become more complicated. Blended families can also result if two parents have never been married. The parents might consist of a mother and a stepfather, or a father or stepmother. The children in this family could be his, hers and theirs, resulting in step siblings and half siblings in the family. The children sometimes reside in their homes full time, and sometimes the kids split their times between the two parent households. This is about the blended family. And comes the extended family. The grandparents, aunts, uncles and cousins fit under the umbrella of this extended family. Typically, the extended family members do not all the time live together, but some situation exists when an extended family will choose to cohabitate. The economic struggle, sometimes make it necessary to extend the families living together. Retirement and health issues also make living together a beneficial for extended family. The children often benefit from extended family because of the increased attention with additional adults who love them. Sometimes extended family members help the childcare responsibilities also. These are about the traditional family systems. Now, let us see the non-traditional family. Love and commitment can serve as a connecting factor for families, those that fall under the traditional description and those that do not also. A family can include the parents of same gender. Number of unmarried parents are increasing and the number of children living with two married parents is decreasing according to the Pew Research Center. The children often feel loyalty to a non-traditional family, that is stated by the Pennsylvania Family Support Alliance. These type of families can pose a challenges for the youngsters. A child might feel self-conscious about his family, which is very different from their peers' family, and we can help these children by engaging in a open communication about this type of non-traditional families and by fostering the strong bonds between the family members. This is all about the different type of families that we are seeing in modern days. So, after having understood the family dynamics and the different definitions of family given by different people, and after having understood what are the different types of families existing nowadays, let us see how the understanding of the families in India. A reflection of societal changes. The family in India is often understood as an ideal homogeneous unit with strong coping mechanisms. It is basic, cohesive, and it is an integral unit of a larger social systems. Moreover, families in large and culturally diverse countries such as India have a plurality of forms that vary with the class, ethnicity, and individual choices. Its members are bound by interpersonal relationships in a wider network of roles and social relationships. Family is considered as a link between the community and change. Family is the basic and important unit of society because of the role it is playing in generation of human capital resources and the power that is vested influence the individual, to influence the household and also the community and behavior. It is therefore the basic unit of study in most of the social science disciplines like the sociology, psychology, economics, anthropology or social psychiatry and social work and also the human development. So, family is the first line of defense especially for children, and it is a major factor for their survival, for their growth, for their education, development and protection. It is also a major source of nurturance, emotional bonding, socialization, and it is the link between the continuity and change. The family has a major potential to provide the stability and support whenever a problem occurs. Human development can thus enhanced by enriching the family life. Families in India are also undergoing a vast changes like the increasing divorce, separation rates, domestic violence and intergenerational conflicts, social problems of drug abuse, juvenile delinquency, etc. These changes indicate the inability to cope up with the pressures of the modern life. Yet, the majority seems to have survived and are able to modify, adjust and adapt to the changing social norms, the values and structures, and they have demonstrated a unique strength in keeping together despite of the growing stress and strain. India has a distinct personal laws for families belonging to different religions and therefore do not get agreed upon the goals about the important aspects of civic life. The Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Jews and Parsis, each community has its own personal laws which covers the matters of personal relationships and the family practices like the marriage or divorce or adoption or maintenance or guardianship or custody of the children and inheritance and succession. As these laws draw from respective religion norms and the traditional patriarchal norms and slow down the process of the reforms. So, till now we have understood the definition of a family and family dynamics given by different people. We have also understood how the families are changing in the modern days and how family is an important structure or basic structure of the society, mainly in India. And also we have understood that in India, with different cultures, they have their own laws which has been drawn from their own religions. So, after having understood these terms, let us see how the origin and evolution of the family has taken place. Family is the one of the main socializing institution of the society. Since ancient times, the family has been the most important child care institute in India, as children are expected to grow under the glory of family where satisfactory rearing of the child is ensured. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, they prescribe family as the natural and fundamental unit of the society. Family is virtually a social organization or unit of men and women out of relationship. In India, the family is the most important institution that has survived through ages. In India, like most of the other less industrialized or traditional Eastern societies, it is a collectivist society which is emphasizing the family integrity, family loyalty and family unit. A major factor that keeps all the members, big, small, all united in love and peace in a joint family system in India. This feature is very unique in Indian families and is also very special. Manners like respecting the elders, touching their feet as a sign of respect, speaking in a dignified manner, taking elders' advice prior to any important decision, etc., is something that Indian parents take care to inculcate in their kids from the beginning itself. The head of the family responds by caring and treating each member of the family as same. Family is one of the main socializing institutions of the society. Since ancient times, family has been the most important child care institute in India, as because the children are expected to grow under the glory of a family where satisfactory rearing of the child is ensured. According to Pope, the family is the more sacred than the state. It was pointed out by Will and Ariel that family is the nucleus of civilization. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights also says that family as a natural and fundamental unit of society. Family is virtually a social organization in which the men and women unit as a relationship. So, this is about the family importance. Let us see the family system in Indian society. In India, the family is the most important institutions, as we have already seen, and it is emphasizing the family integrity, loyalty and family unity. In India, families adhere to patriarchal ideology and also they follow the patrilineal rule of descent and are patrilocal and have familistic value orientations and endorse the traditional gender role preferences. The Indian families is considered as a strong, stable, close, resilient and enduring. Historically, the traditional ideal and desired family in India is a joint family system. A joint family, which includes the kinsman, generally includes 3 to 4 generations living together. It includes the uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews and grandparents all living together in the same household. It is a group composed of a number of family units living separate rooms but in the same house. These members eat the food cooked under one hearth and share common income and property and are related to one another through kinship ties and worship the same idols. The family supports the old. These type of families take care of the widows and the never married adults, and also they take care of the disabled and assist during the periods of unemployment. They provide a security feeling and sense of support and togetherness. The joint family has always been the preferred family type in Indian culture, and most of the Indians at some point in their lives have participated in the joint family system. This is the beauty of the Indian culture. It lies in its age-long prevailing tradition of the joint family system. It is a system under which even the extended members of the family, like the one's parents or children, the children's spouses and their offsprings, etc., live together. The eldermost, or usually a male member, is the head of the joint family system, who makes all the important decisions and rules, whereas the other family members abide by the rules dutifully with full respect. A major factor that is keeping all these members in a joint family united is because of the love and peace in the joint family system and the importance that is attached to it. This is about the family system, mainly the joint family system in India. So, after having understood the family dynamics and the different definitions of the family and the importance of family and the importance of joint family system in India, let us now see what are the changes that are taking place in the family system. The changing trends. With advent of the urbanization, modernization, the younger generations are turning away from this joint family system. Some scholars specify that the modified extended family has replaced the traditional joint family system, in that it does not demand a geographical proximity or occupational involvement and does not have the hierarchical authority structure. This new family form encourages frequent visits, financial assistance or aid and support in child care and household chores, and involvement and participation in the life cycle events like the births, marriages, deaths and festival celebrations. The familial and kinship bonds are thus maintained and sustained in these type of families. Even in more modern and nuclear families in the contemporary India, many functional extensions of the traditional joint family system have been still retained, and the nuclear family is strongly embedded in the extended kinship matrix. In spite of the numerous changes and adaptations to the pseudo-Western culture and moving towards the nuclear family, especially among the middle and upper classes, the modified extended family is the preferred and it continues to prevail in modern India. India is an extremely pronatalistic society. The desire of having a male child is greatly stressed and is considered by some to be a man's highest duty, a religious necessity and a source of emotional and familial gratification. Because male children are desired more than the female children, they are treated with more respect and given some more social or special privileges. These male children are raised to be assertive, less tolerant, independent, self-reliant, demanding, and the females in contrast are socialized from early age to be self-sacrificing, docile, accommodating, nurturing, altruistic, adaptive, tolerant, religious, and to the values of the families above all these. In rural areas, the low income women have always worked outside the home. Even in urban areas, there has been a substantial increase in the number of the middle and upper class women working to supplement their husband's income. In a traditional Indian families, the wife is typically dependent, submissive, compliant and non-assertive and goes out of her way to please their husbands. and women are entrusted with the responsibility of looking after the home and caring for the children and elderly parents and relatives. And the child rearing practices in India tend to be permissive, and children are not encouraged to be independent and self-sufficient. The family is expected to provide an environment to maximize the development of the child's personality and within the context of the religious beliefs, the philosophy, and positively influencing the child's attitudes and behavior. The adolescence and young adulthood, particularly stressful and traumatic stages in the lives of an Indian youth. In one way, they desire emancipation and liberation from family, but residing in the matrix of extended family makes it difficult for them to assert themselves and exhibit an independence in their thought, action, or behavior. The social changes are gradually occurring, but arranged marriages are still the norm and dating is generally not allowed in Indian family system. Not only this, the Indian family system, communication between the parents and children tend to be one-sided. The children are expected to listen, respect, and obey their parents. Generally, the adolescents, they do not share the personal concerns with their parents because they believe that the parents will not listen and understand their problems. These are some of the issues that are faced by the Indian families and the adolescents of the Indian families in today's generation. So, today we have learned the family dynamics, the interaction between the members in a family system. And also we have understood that the family is a basic important socializing unit in the culture. And we have also understood what are the different types of definitions that can be given to the word family. And also we have understood what are the different types of families like the nuclear family, the joint family, and the blended families. We have also seen how family is an important institution in India and in other countries. We have also seen what are the changes that are taking place in the family system or in the unit of family system, where the joint families are getting fragmented into nuclear families, and even though the families have been divided, they are still in the matrix of the kinship. Hope you have understood the lesson. Thank you.